Namaste. I'm Acharya Pratishtha and I welcome you to this Friday episode of Facts with Acharya Pratishtha. Namaste. You must have heard this word and you must have seen this gesture several times in India and in entire Asia, and not only in Asia but everywhere in the world. Have you ever thought what is the science behind Namaste? We are going to talk about the science behind Namaste and how it affects your physical and mental health. Let's talk about the meaning of Namaste first. It's Namaha Te. This is called Sandhi Vichhed. Namaha Te. I bow to the divinity, to divine inside you. This one statement, this one feeling keeps you away from arrogance and ego, keeps you away from the feelings and emotions like jealousy, anger, hatred for someone, and also it keeps you humble and grounded as you, every time you say namaste, you perform namaste, you remember that divine is present everywhere and inside everyone, and I bow to that divinity. Now, this can be said to anyone without any discrimination of gender. I mean, you can say it to male or female, you can say it to adult or a child, you can say it to someone who is going through a very happy emotion or someone who is going through a very sad emotion. Just like you can't say good morning or good afternoon to someone who is not seeing anything good in that morning, or who has seen a death in his or her family, or who is upset. You will say, what is good about this morning? But namaste is something which you can say to everyone. This is the meaning of namaste and what it does to your personality. It keeps you humble, it keeps you grounded. Second, let's look at it yogic way. This is called Namaskar Asana, and it is one of the easiest asana of yoga. I still remember when Vandani Gurudev started International Yoga Festival, and there was so many people from different parts of the world. And in the evening, we used to do bonfire, and we all used to sit in a circular way around that fire, and everybody used to do something or another. So there was a gentleman from another country, and somebody said, okay, you perform one simple yogic posture, and he did this. I was a very small child that time, and he said this is the easiest yogasana, and everybody appreciated him, and that is so true as well. If we look at it in a yogic way, so this is the easiest yogasana. What it does to you is it balances your chakras. It gives pressure on your mind controlling nerves. Then it affects your anahat chakra, which means it keeps your mind healthy, then it keeps your heart healthy. Then this thumb comes to Vishuddhakya chakra, which means it keeps your throat healthy, and all the secretions from thyroid gland are balanced through this. And then the energy goes upward and comes here with the Agya chakra, and it also helps in keeping your Agya chakra active. So it helps in Vishuddhakya chakra, Anahat chakra and Agya chakra. It helps in positive thinking. It helps in keeping your posture straight. It helps in keeping your heart healthy. It is very helpful for the patients of thyroid. It is very helpful for the patients who are suffering from any kind of mental anxiety or mental disorder. This is the yogic way. Now, third point, let's understand it through Mudra Vigyan, the gesture science. We get to know about Anjali Mudra. This is called Anjali Mudra in Natya Shastra, and it is very frequently performed in Indian classical dance. And all the mudras, all the hand gestures performed in Indian classical dance and also in yoga, they are related to your physical and mental well-being. So what are the benefits of Anjali Mudra? Just let's have a very quick look at that. When we practice Anjali Mudra, you give pressure on all of your acupressure points. Hence, it helps in your overall well-being. It, as per the Mudra Vigyan, it activates your Anahat, Agya, and Vishuddhakya chakra, same as I told you in yoga. It keeps your mind calm, it relieves stress, it helps you in being more focused, and also it is a wonderful way to be spiritually elevated, as it helps in inner awareness as well. There are also some very advanced benefits of practicing this mudra. Let's have a quick look at that as well. It balances the glandular function, especially of pituitary and thyroid gland. This is something which I told you just now. As per chakra also, it helps your pituitary gland, which is related to your Agya chakra, and your thyroid gland, which is related to your Vishuddhakya chakra. It is also helpful in connecting the hemisphere of brain, which means it optimizes the brain functions and proper coordination of your brain happens. It enables some good circulation of nutrition in your entire body, good circulation of oxygen in your entire body. Especially it is helpful in the proper functioning of your heart, and it balances your breathing pattern. And most important, it rectifies your thought process. It helps you in having some positive thinking, which is very, very important, especially in these days when people are going through lots and lots of mental ailments. Now, the last part of this video, let us understand the Ayurvedic significance, or anyone who is more into spirituality or can understand the science of 5 elements. It is beautifully said, Yat Brahmande Tat Pinde, whatever is there in the outer world is there in your inner world as well. And we all are made of 5 elements. So it is beautifully defined that when I also shared this in my last video where I told you about what are the benefits of eating from your hands and why do we eat from our hands. Same is here. When you connect all your, it is believed that the 5 elements are there in your five fingers. In acupressure also we believe this, in yogic science also we believe this, in lot of sciences in different parts of the world we believe this. And when you connect all these elements to each other, it creates a wonderful seal. And that's why in many countries this mudra is called heart seal, because it forms a seal which protects your heart. That's why in many parts of the world it is called heart seal. And when you connect all these 5 elements together, and when you connect your right part of your body to the left part of your body, you make a complete seal which protects you from all the negativity, from all the not just negativity, but it also has lots and lots of health benefits which I recently shared with you. And also it, when those who have done the chakra course of Mokshayatan, they know that even the chakra, different energy centers in our body, they are first in this shape of a bud, and then they open to the lotus shape. So this is the shape that is formed. It takes your energy upward rather than taking it downward. And it is a wonderful way to not only stay physically and mentally healthy, but also for the spiritual elevation. Hence, it's very, very important that as many times as possible during the entire day, we must join our hands. We must put pressure at our mind controlling nerves. We must put pressure, we must touch our thumb to Vishuddhakya, and we must form this heart seal, and we bow in gratitude to stay humble, to feel, to stay egoless, and to feel the divinity not only in us but in everyone around us. That's why I always say our ancestors were real scientists, and just to include it in your everyday life, they made it a part of your day-to-day activity. Whenever you meet someone, join your hands, bow in gratitude, and just say Namaste. So next time, whenever you meet anyone, just say Namaste. And not like Namaste. Generally people, Namaste. No, perform it properly. Namaste. So share this video with all your loved ones, especially with younger people, because they must know the science behind all rituals we perform, everything we do. They should know that how scientific we are. You stay healthy, stay happy, and if you have any question, do share it with us, and share this video with your loved ones. To watch this video in Hindi, go to Bharat Yoga YouTube channel.